Before we start, I would quickly like to give credit to our Kingdom member Mystic for making this spreadsheet, for making everyone's lives easier to finally decide what to work on. Now, you've probably seen all the equipment stuff. Now we know a lot of things, and you're probably maybe even panicking or just fed up with the game, which is honestly understandable. But here I'm trying to give you solutions, and if you're here as a free to play or even a low spender, I'll try to give you as much insight as I can because I will follow it myself as well. So if you're a free to play or a low spender, you're a field fighter. You're not rallying, you're not garrisoning, which makes some of these things quite more clear. So for open field, you want march speed, either increase or make the target slower. You want some damage mitigation, like normal damage, skill damage, and you want to deal more damage. Damage to field troops, all damage, skill damage, you get the idea. But also there are certain criteria which make some of these easier. Like for example, accessories. In KVK, you can get up to 2 easy accessories every KVK, regardless of how your kingdom performs. So for example, you can get a ring and a horn every KVK, upgrade them to the 5th tier eventually. And then there are some items also that fit in that criteria, like boots and legs for infantry. In the Lost Canyon shop, you can get Shio's return each KVK for free. You just need to accumulate enough coins. Same thing for the Eternal Night Pants. You want to max these as soon as you can because it's free. When it comes to chest pieces, these I would really not put as a priority for field fighting. I think this is more for rallying garrisons. So if you don't have this piece crit, and if you don't have a lot of like blueprints laying around, which I assume you don't, I will not work on this until like the last bit. As for the gloves are interesting because they offer march speed manipulation. It's sort of reminiscent to the web accessory, except there's no defense reduction. But once you get to tier 5, it's very nice to have. But there's not an easy way to get the blueprints. So probably gonna take you quite longer than comparison to the accessories and the boots and legs if you're running infantry. The helms are decent, and if you have them crit, then you could work on them. But if you don't, I would rather work on the Season of Conquest KVK reward helms. They offer you more stats and just better invested in my opinion. Same thing for the weapon. If you have them crit and if you get the blueprints, then work on them. But you should rather focus on the KVK version. Now the KVK items are like the best ones, but obviously they're a bit more harder to obtain. They're more like kingdom dependable. If I have like 2 coins, and if I had both of these blueprints, my choice will be the weapon. And if you look at the stats, you'll see why. It just gives you more stats. So each KVK, try to get 2 coins at least so you can work on the weapon. And if you get more, then good for you. You probably won the KVK. And then you can get both, or maybe one, and then get one for the inscription. The choice is yours. Myself, I'll be going for the accessories, ring and horn, most likely the first ones. Each KVK upgraded, get to the 5th tier. After that, maybe work on making more of them, but we'll see. Boots and legs for infantry, like I said, Lost Skinny Shop. Gonna max them eventually, just a matter of time. Chest, I'll probably not work on for any time being. Maybe get this because I already have 1 hope cloak. Maybe I'll get this, but we'll see. Gloves I have in mind. I have to spend on Holy Knight's Treasure, Hunt for History, just to get some prints for the last tier. I really like it. And I put it on my calorie, I think. That would be the best one. So I can march speed reduce even more. Helms, I will, since I don't have any crit, I will not work on them. I'll probably switch them out for the KVK ones, but that's still debatable. Weapon, same thing as the helm. I'll have to switch them to the KVK versions just to get more stats. So there you go. Accessories and boots and legs for infantry are the easiest ones, blueprints wise. Then you want to get the gloves as well for the march speed reduction. And then the KVK items, but this one you have to be really like grinding for, but I think it's good. It gives you more motivation, and it gives me motivation to me as well, because I really want to upgrade them and have a good time on the field. But also take in mind the whales will probably overrun you. So this is why even getting more march speed is nice, because you can run away from them quickly. Or if you find a juicy Lohar march on the field, you can get to it faster and get some kills. And that'll be all. If you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe. Once again, shout out to MystC for making this beautiful spreadsheet. If you guys have any questions, recommendations, let me know down below, and I will see you in the next one.